So we launched ZOOMcatalog just over 10 years ago. And the idea behind ZOOMcatalog was to address the print catalog problem in our industry. Now, being distributors, you're probably all very much aware of this problem. Every year, you get tons of catalogs shipped to you in the mail. They're hard to find products in, they're hard to manage and sort, and they're hard to get to customers. So the initial concept 10 years ago was to put all of these catalogs and flyers into one place online so that you and your customers could go browse, search, and share them very easily. Since then, we've evolved. We've added a bunch of other features that you can use, and that's what we're going to show today, how to use ZOOMcatalog to enhance your digital sales and marketing efforts. So starting with the search engine, you can now find all the supplier catalogs by coming to ZOOMcatalog.com. You can either search by keyword, so a specific product like beach balls or t-shirts. You could search by a product ID, or you can search by a supplier's name. So I'm going to start by searching a hoodie, and you'll see that our system goes and looks through every single supplier's catalog and shows us every page in every catalog that has the particular item I found. Now, obviously, there's going to be hundreds of results for this keyword, so you may want to refine it and get a little bit more specific with your keywords. But on the left-hand side of the screen, we do show you a list of all the suppliers carrying the item that you looked for. We also then show you their catalog cover, their catalog name, and then any page within that catalog that includes the item that you were looking for. So you can come here and browse all the different options that were displayed. So these are all the industry catalog pages. And as you're browsing, if you find something that you like, you can actually enlarge it. So if we want to look at S&S's What's New catalog for their hoodies, you'll click this enlarge button. And now you can see we're looking at the S&S What's New catalog for hoodies. 3 pages in this catalog have hoodies, and I can browse and just see those specific pages. Obviously, this is a lot easier than a big giant 800-page catalog. We've identified those exact pages for you, and we're not showing you any that are not relevant to what you searched for. So you can continue to go through here and browse the different ones that are available. Now we're looking at TSC apparels, hoodies. And once you find one you like, if you'd like to share it with your customer, save it for later, send it to a colleague, you can either print, download, or email this page from the bar down here, or you can choose to click on the catalog icon. Now, what that's going to do is it's going to open up that specific catalog to the exact item that you are interested in. So now we're in the suppliers or TSC's ZOOMcatalog. This is equivalent to having their print catalog open on your desk to that page. So there's a number of different tools you can use from this point. So of course you can click on a product for more information, but you can zoom in here as well to get an enlarged view of this item. You can also browse the catalog, so you can flip the pages back and forth. So now we're looking at the actual pages in their catalog in the order that they are in there, as opposed to before when we extracted just the hoodies that we wanted to see. So we're looking and browsing their catalog pages. And when you're browsing a catalog, you can actually go ahead and share this with the customer. So if you're like, this is the perfect hoodie for their event, a few different ways you can share that is, one, the easiest way, just copy and paste this link and send it on to them. Now you can see the number 140 here. That's because I'm on page 140. So what that means is when you share a link like this, it's going to open the catalog to this exact page. So your customer will see it just like this, but they also have the entire catalog. So again, they can continue to browse and see the other pages available and other products available in this catalog. So when you're sending a specific item this way, you're actually sending them a lot more to look like, but you're still doing your job and making the suggestion of what's best for them. And we get a ton of feedback from distributors who love this because they're able to put a lot more products in front of their customer and potentially get orders for things they didn't otherwise think to present. I'm just going to jump over to the chat real quick and double check that everybody can hear me and see me. Yes, okay. I do see the questions coming in. We'll get back to those. So if you just want to send this page only or this product only, there's a couple ways to do that as well. So you can use our internal snipping tool in the catalog to cut out images off the pages. This is one of the most used tools in all our catalogs. Distributors absolutely love it because there's a lot of really cool things you can do with it. But if you wanted to send this product only, you could actually take this box here, oops, and you'll drag it around the, sorry guys, my Zoom menu is getting in the way. Just move that out of the way here. Okay, so you can take the snipping tool here and then put it around the product that you want. I'm having a technical issue here. This usually works. I'm not sure why it's not working, but you can snip this right off the page and then you can either save that image to your computer or send it on to your customer. And that is a way to share specific images out of the catalog. It also is a great tool if you're looking for images to use on your website, on social media. You can clip the pages and cut out any of these shots to use in those different places. So a lot of feedback we get from distributors is not only ZOOMcatalog an awesome place to find products and present products, but also really nice product images. I know a lot of distributors are often looking for content to post to social media, Instagram, Facebook, to link up to their website. And suppliers spend a ton of money and time getting awesome lifestyle shots and product shots. So ZOOMcatalog, because they're used in the catalogs, has become a resource for all of that. So if you're looking for images, you can use our search engine and find the product images you need and then just snip them off the pages. You could also download just a specific page. So if you wanted to say, just get one of these, you would select it and download. That's going to save that PDF page to your computer. You could do a range or you can select all and download the entire catalog. So you also have access to downloading any of these pages as well. And then I won't go through all the other buttons and features here, but you can email, you can share on social media, there's a table of contents, you can add to your website. So a lot of really neat, helpful features. But we also tried to keep it to a minimum. So we want the catalog to feel really nice and simple to use, especially because you guys will be sending these to your customers. So you want your customers to also have a really great experience. So with the ZOOMcatalog, we've really watched over the years what tools distributors and end users use inside the catalogs and left only those that are helpful. So those tools are always going to be here on this side. Every time you open a ZOOMcatalog, it's going to look and feel exactly the same. And that means when your customer uses one, they'll be comfortable using any others in the future. Also, because all of our catalogs are exactly the same, if you added a bunch of these catalogs to your website, it's just going to provide a really nice, consistent, professional feel. So you can add these catalogs to your website. We'll touch on that a little bit more, but we know a lot of distributors like to do it. So what you can do is actually embed this thumbnail or the image of the catalog on your website, have click to browse catalog, link it up here, and then people on your website can jump into any of your favorite catalogs as well. We do have an awesome support team. I do want to mention that. So if you ever need any help with anything, or if you want help adding catalogs to your website, have questions, want a one-on-one demo, definitely reach out to us. You can contact us through the contact form on our website here, or you can email us at hello@zoomcatalog.com, and we're more than happy to help you with any requests you have. So that's how a ZOOMcatalog works. As I said, they're all the same. So familiarize yourself and you can access these at any time. So now your catalog filing cabinet is available to you 24/7, and opposed to print catalogs, it's going to be up to date because suppliers can push updates to their catalogs. And when a catalog expires, it's automatically going to come down. As soon as suppliers launch a new catalog, it's going to be added. So you have the latest industry content here at your fingertips. It's completely free for you guys to use. We often get the what's the catch question. There isn't a catch. Really, our tools, suppliers are paying to have the distribution, so you guys get to take advantage of these tools in your day-to-day business without actually paying for any kind of membership. Now, a few other things on the search engine here. In addition to the keyword search, I mentioned earlier, you can search by supplier. So say we wanted to find the Sanmar catalog or catalogs, you'll just type in their name and we'll show you all of their current catalogs that they have available. And you can see Sanmar has a lot of different options. So you likely are going to find catalogs in here that you've never seen before. More than ever, suppliers are actually designing catalogs that are intended only for digital. So a lot of these catalogs are created to give you the tools you need to do your online sales and marketing. So rather than just having a 900-page full-line catalog, which they have as well, they also have broken it out into really nice categories. And this allows you to have more targeted pieces for different customers depending on their specific needs and interests. So if you were working with the school, you could actually find ZOOMcatalog specifically for schools. Or if you had somebody interested in drinkware, you could find drinkware specific catalogs. So there's really targeted pieces in here that are going to make it much easier for you to put together really nice marketing and sales campaigns. Now, a few other things. We do have a holiday catalogs tab. This will be updated in the next week or so. Basically, we put all the seasonal content together. So this will be switching over to a spring summer catalog section. So you can find out what's new and what pieces of content you can use in your sales and marketing there. You can also view our video enabled catalogs. This is another really awesome trend going into 2021. So suppliers are putting their product videos throughout the pages of the catalog. So as you're browsing that catalog, you can actually click on a specific button on a product and watch more about that item. And then with that video, you can actually go ahead and share it and get the link just to that video as well. So we do know that you guys are often looking for awesome videos to share, and finding them in the ZOOMcatalogs is an opportunity for you guys to see what's out there. So you can find those all in our video enabled tab. And these will be updating. So we have our apparel tab, and these just often change. So you can come back here and find whatever's new and trending right now. Another nice tip that I like to give is that if you go to view all, you can sort by latest, and this will show you exactly what went live right today and then the next day. So it's everything newest to oldest. Suppliers did run into some hiccups this year or last year with getting their print catalogs out. So you still may find some 2020 catalogs on our site. Those are valid. It just means the suppliers are trying to finish up their new catalogs. It's been a little slower this year than usual, but you know, COVID did that to us. So if you find 2020 catalogs, totally still use them. They're valid and they should be updated very soon. So sorting by latest is another helpful way to see what's new. Now, we touched on adding catalogs links to your website. You can do that. You can use as many of these catalogs as you like. But we also have a feature that lets you build a search engine with catalogs to plug into your website. It's super quick and easy to set up. And what happens is when you plug this into your website, it'll include your website banner and buttons, and it'll just insert all those catalogs onto a page on your site with the option to search by keyword. You can include the supplier dropdown or choose to not enable it, so you get some settings there. And what this means is that now all of the industry catalogs are available through your website. So if somebody's asking to look for products or for a catalog, you can direct them to your website and they can browse there. And once you insert this or embed this on your site, every time suppliers add, update, or remove any catalog, your website's automatically going to update. This ensures that you never have expired or old content on there, and it requires no work. Once you've plugged it in, you just leave it, and that will self-maintain, and all of the new catalogs that are launched will come up, expired will disappear. So with the build a search feature, you get all of the industry catalogs plugged in. I am focused on our free tools on this webinar. We do have a few opportunities where you can upgrade, and I'll just mention this here, which is that if you want to build additional search engines with just certain suppliers, you can actually upgrade your membership for $20 a month and build all those different ones out. We'll see some distributors only prefer to work with like 20 or so suppliers, so they'll make a search engine with just those suppliers, or they may only sell apparel or drinkware or whatever it is, so they can actually pick and choose. But you absolutely do not have to upgrade to utilize the search engine. It just means that if you want to add it, you're going to get all of the industry catalogs on your site. And that generally leads to the next question is, can my customers look at these? So all the catalogs are completely end user friendly. They're the same as the catalogs you get in the mail. So if they include pricing, it's going to be the coded retail pricing. And we also check to make sure there's no supplier contact information in there. So there's no phone numbers or email addresses. So when you add it, you'll know you have a library of end user friendly catalogs on your site. Now, because we have such a large group here today, I do see quite a few questions coming in. The next part of my webinar, I'm going to show you how you can actually customize these catalogs with your logo and information. But I want to just quickly go through a couple questions right now so we can get those out of the way. So of course, end user friendly question, that's a yes. Let's see. There's some questions about like how they can search. I'm pretty sure you can use the Boolean queries, but we'll need to double check that. I'm pretty sure that you can. Are we going to add more filters? We actually are rebuilding pretty much our entire search engine. So we are going to be making some updates to make this even more powerful. It already is super powerful. You can find what you need, but watch out for some new cool stuff from us coming up shortly. Let's see. So somebody's asking about how do I find my branded catalogs? I'm going to jump into how to customize catalogs in a moment. So we'll come back to that. For those of you that want help to add the search engine to your site, just reach out to us, go to our contact form or hello@zoomcatalog.com. You can totally add the catalogs or the search engine to Sage sites, ASI sites, Distributor Central, WordPress, any of them, and we're happy to help with those. A lot of questions about rebranding the supplier catalogs. We have that and it's totally free. So we're going to show you that in just a second. Somebody's asking about the order of these catalogs. So it shuffles, it's random, unless you decide to come here and sort them. So you can sort them by latest or alphabetically. See alpha here. So you can kind of fix it up. But you also have this drop down, which is really handy. So if you want to see all the catalogs and suppliers, you can use that as well. A few questions about, a lot of questions about rebranding. So we're gonna go to that in just a second here. So all the videos in our catalogs, we require suppliers use YouTube or Vimeo videos. So those are the videos you're going to find. Okay, there's a lot of other questions coming in. I'm going to come back to these because I want to make sure we hit on all the tools. So if I didn't answer your question, we will at the end. Okay, so after launching the search engine, it was obviously instantly a hit because it just is such a useful tool in an industry with so many print catalogs. And the next thing we decided to release was a tool that would allow you to rebrand supplier catalogs as your own. So again, we're touching on free products only today. Everything I show you, you guys can go ahead and do without any kind of paid membership, but you will need to sign up for an account to do the step. So basically when you sign up for an account, we ask you to upload your logo and enter your contact information. And so every time you return to our site, if you choose to customize something, we'll have it saved there and you'll just drop it onto the marketing piece that you've chosen. So sign up for your account, no payment needed, upload your logo, and you're good to go to do what I'm about to show you. So with Zoom Custom, which is this product, suppliers are actually removing all their branding off of the catalog, so their logo or anything like that. And what you can do is come here and find any of the ones you would like to make your own and then drop your logo and information onto them. So just like the search engine, there's lots of sorting options. So you can view by random, you can sort by latest. You can actually go by supplier here. So if you go to view all suppliers and some other nice categories, but you can find the catalog you want to customize. And once you've chosen that, say for example, this new one, Sanmar has two because they've offered you one with no pricing and one with. So keep that in mind. If you see a double catalog, it's likely giving you the option to have no pricing or pricing. Go ahead and hit customize. And then you're going to complete 3 simple steps. It's going to take less than a minute. So you'll name your catalog. We recommend using your company name here because it becomes part of the catalog link. Next, you're going to resize your logo and just drop it where you think it looks best. And this is the logo we saved to your account. But if you decided for this catalog you wanted to put a different logo on there, you can definitely upload an alternative. And for those of you that are extra ambitious, you can actually upload an entirely new cover. So you could make these catalogs look really on brand by using that functionality. Then you'll hit next and you'll double check your contact information. Again, this is what you've filled out when you signed up. You're welcome to come make additional changes and also disable any information you may not want. So you can see as I'm removing my address, it's disappearing from that contact block. And once you're happy with the way that looks, you'll hit save, and that's it. So in just a couple short seconds, in a few steps, I've taken Sanmar's What's New catalog and made it look like I designed it. My company created it from scratch. There's no mention of Sanmar here, and I get my own unique link that I can use in a number of different ways. So once this is saved, I'm going to touch on what's next. You have your customized catalog. What can we do with it, and how can we make the most of it? So just a quick preview. Here is our page letting you know your catalog is ready. When you open it, this is what it looks like. So it looks exactly like any other Zoom catalog, except your logo is now on the cover and your contact information is permanently adhered to this catalog. So if somebody gets your link and shares it with somebody else, your information is always going along with that catalog. No matter who finds it, they're going to know to contact you guys to place that order. And then it has the same tools and same options to browse. If the contact information gets in the way, we can minimize it, but we can always pop that back open if we want to know who to order. So when you're sharing these catalogs, adding to your website, whatever it is, it's going to be customized specifically for your company. Now, I like to touch on a couple things you can do with this catalog to really build your online presence. So you can take one customized catalog and really spread your reach. And then maybe plan to do this every other week or once a month. And you're going to be touching your customers with really nice new content. So once you have your catalog customized, the first thing you may want to do is right click on the cover here and save this image. So it's going to save the cover of your catalog. And then you can go post that on social media. You can embed it into an email blast. You can put it into your email signature. You can use it in just a lot of different ways. So all these different places, and create one consistent campaign, putting this one catalog everywhere. So one nice example is, say you decided to customize the PCNA holiday catalog. You now have this catalog that is beautiful, has great shots in it, your logo's on the cover. First, you can build some messaging around that catalog, explaining to distributors, or sorry, your customers, the value of doing employee gifts or customer gifts and why they should consider it and why they should order from you. And then give the call to action to browse your new holiday catalog. And you can link that right in there, and that gives them an opportunity to see all the products that may work well for that specific time of season. And then you can take that messaging and condense it down into a nice post to put on Twitter or Facebook, and have the same call to action, which is browse our catalog and call us to place an order. Next, you could insert it into your email signature. It's that time of year. Don't forget employee appreciation gifts. Click here to browse our catalog. Insert that in there. You can, I said, post it on social. So there's just a number of ways you can take one catalog and use it in multiple places to reach a wider audience. And the more consistently you do this, is just going to increase your online reach. It's going to improve your SEO. It's going to help you guys reach new prospects and reach those customers as well. So customize catalogs and save them and use them. They're a huge asset because it takes a lot of effort to put together a really nice looking catalog. But with ZOOMcatalog, you get access to hundreds of them and you can make them your own in seconds. Now, in addition to customizing catalogs, you can also customize flyers. So flyers are a little bit different than catalogs because they're shorter. So they are usually 1 to 4 pages. They don't have a cover, and they're usually a little bit more seasonal or focused on a specific product feature or clearance items, a grouping of items. So just like catalogs, they are awesome for your marketing efforts, for specific social media posts. If your customer contacted you and said, hey, I'd love to see, what work from home products you have, you can very likely find a bunch of work from home flyers here. So suppliers every single day are uploading new fresh flyers for you to use. There's thousands of them. You can come here, search them, browse them, and then find the ones that are relevant to whatever effort you're taking, whether it's for a customer or a marketing opportunity. But once you find the flyer that you want to customize, I'll show you how quick and easy that is as well. So you'll go ahead and hit customize. The interface looks a little bit different from catalogs because with flyers, you can actually add text and shapes as well. So Sanmar, I think this is Sanmar. Yep, Sanmar has left white space here for me to drop my logo in. So everything I uploaded in the past is available for me to put on this flyer. It might be my customers' logos, my logo, or any other images that may look good. So then you'll just drag and drop it and place it where you think it looks best. And you can also use the text tool to maybe add your email address or your website link or call to action. So you can put your website on here. Minimize this a little bit. You can make it clickable. And then you'll just drag that font to where you want it. All right, so I've added 2 little elements here. You can do as much or as little as you want. You don't have to add either, or you could add a lot more. But when you're happy with the way that looks, you'll hit save and share. You'll give your flyer a name, save and continue, and then it'll just take a couple seconds, but we're gonna give you this flyer in all the formats that you may need. So the first thing you get is a link. It's basically like sharing a Zoom catalog. You can send this link on or post this link anywhere you want, and whoever receives it can see a nice high resolution version of your flyer right in your browser. They can also, you can also share these to social media. You could email them. You can get an embed code to add to your website. You can download as a nice high resolution PDF. You can download it as an image. And you can also connect it up to your email marketing to send it as an email blast. We have instructions for MailChimp and Constant Contact, but you can use any email platform, even the industry ones, to send out this flyer to your database. So you can use these flyers anywhere you want and get them out to your customers. And then you can come back and customize these on a regular basis. Again, I like to sort by latest because this is going to be the flyers that were just added. So these were likely added today. And this is always going to be different every time you return here. Now, I do want to mention we do have a weekly email that you can sign up for. It's a digest of what's new from that week. So we show you all the new catalogs and flyers that were added by suppliers right in your inbox once a week. And from that email, you can customize, download, and share. So it's a really awesome way to stay up to date with what's new, see all the new flyers suppliers have launched, catalogs they've launched, what products they're promoting, what seasonal events they're promoting. And that email alone can really help guide you to build a more robust marketing calendar using the content directly from that email to craft your social media posts and your blog posts, update your website, and so forth. So if you want to get the weekly email, I highly recommend it. When you sign up for a free account with us, there'll be an opportunity to opt in there. Or if you want to just drop us your email address in the chat box, we'll go ahead and add you to the list as well. But that weekly email will be a really nice resource and remind you that suppliers have these marketing materials that you have access to use. All right, so far I've shown you the catalog search engine and I've shown you Zoom Custom, which allows you to customize catalogs and flyers. I do want to mention that you do have a dashboard and you can come to your dashboard at any time to find all of the content you've created. So this is the flyer we just made and the catalog we just made. Sometimes if you've created and customized something and 2 months later somebody wants to order, you may have forgotten which supplier it was. You can just reference your dashboard and see, okay, that was the Sanmar catalog. So I do like to point that out because it comes up a little bit. All right, so if you come to our distributor tools tab here, you can actually see all the other products and tools we have available. Today, I focused on search catalogs and customized catalogs and flyers. You can do every single thing I've shown you here today without the paid membership, so you can jump right in and get started. But if you're interested in learning more about our other free tools or some of our premium tools, definitely reach out and we'd be more than happy to review with you and explain how those work. There is one last tool that I want to give you guys all a sneak peek to. We are rolling this out with select suppliers. It's called Zoom Studio, and it allows you to actually build your own catalogs and flyers using the products of your choice. It's a newer product, so it's only available on some supplier websites, but it's super powerful. And I'm going to jump in there and put together a really nice lookbook super quickly. But I want to just go through the questions one more time here before I navigate into that other last tool I want to show you today. Okay, some requests to add to the email. We'll make sure you guys are signed up. Somebody asked, will our contact information be shared with companies that have catalogs on your site? We do not share your information. You don't even have to log in to search and stuff and use those links. So no, we do not share that information. If you are customizing a supplier catalog, they can see who's customizing their catalogs, but only if you choose to customize those catalogs will they see that. Let's see. Can these flyers be embedded into an email as opposed to an attachment? Yes, and I highly recommend it. That's an awesome question. I often see people download the flyer as a PDF and then attach it and send it as an attachment. That's going to get you guys into spam inboxes. It's not the best practice. So what I would do is actually download the PNG and just insert that into the email body as an image. And that will allow you to send it that way, or through your email provider, just insert it as an image and then link it to the link to view online. If you want to help with that, definitely reach out. We can help you with that. Somebody asked if you can track views of the catalog. We don't have that right now, but we are, as I mentioned, rebuilding, and that's going to be a big part of the new dashboard. So you will have tracking on your catalogs. There are some workarounds to do some tracking on these. So if you want to explore that more, let us know. We can talk about it. And somebody asked about the Facebook app. So unfortunately, Facebook recently changed their rules about applications, which is a big bummer, but you have to have at least 2,000 followers to be able to install an application on your page. If you do have that following, reach out and we'll tell you how to embed the search engine, and basically allows users to search and browse catalogs from your Facebook page. Somebody said, how can I remove the vendor name off the catalog? So that's using Zoom Custom. They've removed it and you put your logo on there. Where do we create our own cover design? So to create your own cover, that would have to be done in a different platform, maybe like Canva or Illustrator. You would just save that as a large JPEG and then you can upload it to the cover of any of these catalogs. Somebody said they saw contact information in a catalog. So definitely let us know if you see that. We try our best to double check every single thing that's added to our site. I would say 99.5% are end user friendly and or are totally unbranded. But in Zoom Custom, if you do spot a email address or something, please let us know, because we are pretty strict with suppliers that can't be in there. I'm surprised that you've seen those, but if you saw one, let us know. We'll definitely get it fixed. We can only police so far, but we do not allow content with that information in there on there. So if you've seen one, let us know. We'll make sure that's sorted out. So somebody asked, how do I place an order with a supplier I don't have a relationship for? That's kind of an out of industry question. So we can help you with that on the phone, but that's going to be more so just talking it through the supplier. I think usually they request proof you're in the industry, like with an industry number or some invoices. All right. There's a lot more questions, so I'm going to move on because I want to show you guys Zoom Custom. If I didn't answer your questions, we'll jump back to questions after I show you this next product. I just want to make sure we have time. Okay, so Zoom Studio is our newest platform, and it allows you to build your own marketing materials. Now, as mentioned, it's new, so we're rolling it out with select suppliers. So the only way to access this is through those specific supplier websites. So Gemline, PCNA, Sanmar, SNS, HIT, Ariel, Outdoor Cap. There's quite a few. And if you're interested in it, we'll send you a list of where to get to these. But what that means is if you want to create marketing materials, you'll have to go to Gemline's website and use their products, or go to PCNA and use their products. Our goal is to merge all these studios into one on ZOOMcatalog.com eventually, so you can mix and match those products into your designs. But to show you how it works, I'm in Gemline Studio and I can choose a template or start from scratch. Then you're going to choose your canvas. So online flyers, print, or social media. I'm going to go with traditional canvas here. Name your work. I'm going to skip the global settings. So this allows you to make universal changes to product information like hiding pricing or product IDs, adding a markup on the pricing, hiding swatches. But if you skip the step, you can still make changes to the products as you're working. All right, so I'm going to put together a little lookbook, but you don't have to be this crafty. Like you can go really simple and just put a couple products on a page and save it. But I also want to show you how easy it is to do something a little bit more designed. So I'm going to start by adding a background. You can add any images you want in your account, and when you return, they'll be saved here. I actually highly recommend, a little tip if you aren't aware of it, is go to a website called Unsplash. This is a website with tons of free stock imagery. It's all really great images. You can download them and actually use them in your designs. That's where I got these 3. So then you'll go ahead and drop your background in there if you want to use a background. And then you can add images. So in the images folder, you can upload any you want, your logos, your customer logos, but also the supplier, in this case, Gemline, has provided some of their lifestyle shots, a lot of their brand logos, and you can use those on the pages as well. So I'm gonna go and grab a logo here. I'll drag and drop so you can resize and place it where you think it looks best. And then you could also maybe use the text tool. I'll go ahead and do this here. Add lookbook 2021. Again, just drag that where you think it looks best. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another page. And on this page, I'm going to use one of Gemline's banners that they've created. So they have some awesome banners here. And we'll just drop that at the top of the flyer. Okay, so now we have a cover and a nice image at the top. But the most important thing is the products. So you can come here and search across all of Gemline's products, and we'll show you what they have available. You can use the drop down to choose a different color. You can see it shows me the different product image. And then if I'm happy with it, may want to check the description and pricing here, I can go ahead and hit add, and it will show up on my canvas with all of the up-to-date product information. But I can choose to make further changes. So if I wanted to, I could actually switch the product image and use a different product image. I could rename the product, add a label here. I could change the description. I can add in the swatches and resize those. And you can also edit the pricing. So you could choose to add a markup here, 20%. You could maybe adjust the minimum quantity to 180. You can see it's updating my canvas here. I could hide one. So I don't want to sell a minimum of 180, just delete that. You can also replace the whole table with a price. So rather than having the grid, you can just enter your own price. You could choose to go with as low as, call for pricing, or just turn off pricing altogether. So you can manipulate this product information if you want to, or you can just use it as is. And then when you're happy with it, you can go ahead and add another product, and that will just pop that product on right below the other one. I'm going to turn on the swatches there. Okay, so now my page is full. So if you add another product at this point, it's going to add a new page. So now you can see I have 3 pages. And for this page, I want to feature this item. So I'm going to choose a bigger layout. So we'll make that nice and big. And maybe we'll choose a blank image. Okay, so now I have my 3-page flyer. I can keep going. I can add as many products as I want. I could even possibly drop in my customer logo on this product. While this is technically not a virtual sample tool, we are going to be building one, but this, if you want to, you could technically drop your customer's logo on there. And when you're happy with the way this looks, you'll go ahead and hit save and publish. And then it's just going to take a few seconds to publish it. And you can download this as a PDF. You can also get a shareable link, which is our recommended way of sharing. So you'll go in here. And here's the link. And again, it looks like a ZOOMcatalog. So you'll be able to share this with your customer and they can now browse what you just put together. So this is the very beginning of Zoom Studio. We have a lot of awesome things coming down the road for this. We're going to incorporate layouts so that we actually pre-design where things go on the page and you just choose the products and images. But if you're interested in using Zoom Studio to build out lookbooks, catalogs, presentations, flyers, social media images, we're going to give you guys information on how to access these. I just want to reiterate though that right now with our rollout, it's only available through select supplier websites. So when you go to a PCNA's website, you can use this with all their products. When you go to Gemline's website, you can use it with their products. As of right now, you cannot mix and match products across the suppliers, but that is where we're headed, and that will be a tool on ZOOMcatalog down the road. So I'm going to go back to questions, see what else you guys have to ask. So somebody said, I want to use Zoom Custom for SAMR. So Zoom Custom, you can go on ZOOMcatalog.com and customize their catalogs. If you want to use Zoom Studio, that'll be, they call it their design center on their website. So if you go to the design center, it'll look exactly like this. Lots of people saying thank you. You guys are welcome. Hopefully you found this helpful, and reach out if you have questions. So people asking, can I mix products from suppliers? We're working on it. I promise it's one of our biggest goals. So we are going to get that there, get you guys there soon. People who want lists of the suppliers with Zoom Studio, we'll include that in our follow-up along with a video of this session. Is it free to use? Yes, everything I've shown you today is completely free for you to use. Again, there's no catch. Suppliers are paying for these tools and features, so we open it up to all of you guys to use. Yes, I did say Unsplash, unsplash.com. It's really awesome. You can search in here for different product images, or sorry, not product image, lifestyle images, and you get to use these. They're awesome. All right. Who's on ZOOMcatalog? That's a good question. So if you go to ZOOMcatalog.com to see the participating suppliers, I recommend just coming to this drop down here. You can see them all. We pretty much have all of the expected suppliers in the industry. There are still a few that aren't part members yet. So if you come across one of them, we would love it if you can let them know that you'd like to see them on Zoom, and then let us know, and we'll also reach out to them and likely get their catalog up online. So definitely appreciate the referral, but you should find all the suppliers here. Not every single supplier makes every single one of their catalogs customizable, so keep that in mind. But we're getting to that point, but there are literally hundreds of catalogs and flyers to choose from. So you should find some really awesome content, and every day have something new to look at and use. So, questions about Google Analytics. I don't think we have that feature yet. I might need to double check it. So definitely reach out with that question and I can probably answer it more clearly. Somebody wants me to review the membership levels. So if you go to the distributor tools, we have a free level and a paid level, and the paid level is $20 a month. That's it. With the paid level, you get to build multiple search engines with select suppliers. We have a calculator for calculating your costs in your dashboard. We have a directory of supplier information, and we have a directory of all the catalog PDFs. But I will say the majority of distributors are free because all of our most powerful tools are free for you guys. But if you need these features, it's definitely a great deal to get into some of these, and especially building those search engines. You could build search engines for customers. There's a lot you can do there. So you can learn more about that on the distributors page, distributor tools page on our site. Do we have to be an ASI member to have a ZOOMcatalog account? Nope, you do not. So you can sign up with us. We'll get you validated and you'll be able to enter. So no ASI required. Specifications on customizing covers. So it's going to depend on the catalog you're customizing and the dimensions, but generally 95% of the time it's going to be 8.5 by 11. You can save that as a high-res JPEG and upload. Okay. Will the catalogs be too large? No, that is the beauty of ZOOMcatalog. So I think you're asking like the full line catalogs. A Zoom catalog is equivalent to a website. So it's not requiring the recipient to download anything, save anything to their computer. They're viewing it in their browser. So whether it's a 1-page catalog or a 2,000-page catalog, it's going to make no difference to the viewer in terms of speed and capability. And that's really like one of the main reasons why people use digital catalogs as opposed to PDFs, other than the interactivity, but it's because it makes it really simple to send very large books across the internet without requiring that download. So sending full line catalogs is not a problem at all. All right, let's see. Lots of awesome compliments. I'm so glad you guys love the product. Again, reach out if you want a one-on-one. Our follow-up email will include some tutorial videos, and you guys can jump right in right away and start using everything. So you can start building out those campaigns, signing up for the email, all of that. Mike, I see you have a question about one supplier's catalog. I will reach out to you about that one. We'll need to look into that. Can we merge PDFs from different suppliers? So I think what that request is like, can we pick and choose pages from different catalogs to build a catalog? And we've had that request for many, many years, but we really are avoiding offering it for one main reason, and that is because the end result can be really, really messy. So page numbering will get thrown off, page layouts, you'll have lots of different style pages. And we really want you guys to have like the most professional looking pieces to send out. And that's why instead of like letting you merge pages together from different designed catalogs, we introduced Zoom Studio where you can make a really nice, consistent product catalog. That being said, you can download pages from catalogs inside ZOOMcatalog, so no one's stopping you from merging those on your side. So it's definitely doable. We just don't have a tool right now to let you pick and choose pages and put them together. It seems like there's a couple suppliers on here. If you're a supplier, reach out to us. We have an entirely different conversation that we can have, talk about our distribution network. So if you're looking at adding catalogs to our system, definitely shoot me an email. We'll set you up with our supplier accounts because this is a distributor focused webinar. Okay. All right. I think I've answered all the questions. There's a lot of comments here, so it's a little hard to navigate them all. Let me just jump to the end here. Okay. So if you got the webinar registration link, it came from me. It's bzasmin@zoomcatalog.com. You can definitely email me. If it's technical questions, I'll probably forward you on and get you hooked up with our support team. You can also always email hello@zoomcatalog.com and we will ensure you get to the right person. So reach out, don't hesitate. And if you go to our contact page on our site here, we have our phone number up here. So you can also call us during business hours. All right. I agree. If you're only learning about Zoom Catalog today and you've been in business, it's probably a little sad that you didn't know sooner. Actually, the concept of Zoom Catalog was invented by a distributor, and that distributor happened to actually be my mom. So I grew up filing her print catalogs, and we felt this pain point, and we knew there had to be a better way. So for those of you asking, that was kind of where the whole idea originated. And we know these tools will be powerful for you guys because we know they would have been for us if we were still distributors. So, all right. Thank you so much, everybody. We'll be sending a follow-up email, so look out for that. Reach out in the meantime if you need it, and enjoy Zoom Catalog. Thank you so much, everybody. Bye-bye.